Right, we're back with a Saturday mod. Oh, excellent. So this is the Lizard TF840B pack. This is by Vectorman, 37.66 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these on the forestry machine, and then you got the super grip on the forestry equipment with the clam bucket and the 7000 XT. Now, what this pack is basically a Swiss Army knife of forestry. So if we go into the TF840B first off, so it's got a 300 horsepower engine, 12-mile-an-hour top speed. It's going to cost you 285 grand to buy. You then got the usual shenanigans with the wheel bands and the tyres, although you have got some Ollis fours there, which is all right. Then you come down to accessories. So you got standard log supports, that puts that on just on the front arm there. And then you come down to designs. You've got standard stanchions on the back or standard. And then you've got the main colour, which you can have any one of those. Changes the cabin. And then design colour, we'll go for blue. Changes the extra bits. Now, go back up to design. So you've got standard like that, or you got the stanchions for holding your wood logs. Fair enough. Now that's important with what attachments you're using, because with the stanchions there's nothing that you can put on the back. Fair enough. So if you wanted to add an attachment on the back, you need to have that as standard. Now the attachment that you put on the back is the actual clam bulk. Fair enough. Main colour, change it to match up your main vehicle. Obviously that goes on there. So if you've got the wood stanchions on the back, there's nowhere for it to bolt onto. Fair enough. Obviously you're going to use that if you wanted to drag out some really long logs. You then got the Super Grip 520. Obviously this is going to go on the front. You can be able to pick up logs with it, no problem. You then got the option to change that to the 520R, which sort of takes out that plate there. So you go for whichever one you want. And then to finish off the pack, we've got the 7000 XT. Now this is going to be obviously the tree harvester, 75 grand, no options. It's going to do up to 160 centimetre diameter trees. That's all right. Now, mounting it all together. Obviously we've got the 3 there, and we've got the 2 different versions, one with stanchions and one with the standard back. Now you need to lift up that clam bucket just to put it on the back. So what you do with the other 2 is you just come over and hover above it. Sort of, well, we'll lower it down actually. Like that. Obviously you get the option, jobs are good 'un. Now, you've got the options there of the different whatever you're attached to. So if you're on the actual crane, you got the crane options. Move it, usual shenanigans, whatever. Yeah, no problem. Now, if you've got the head on like that, you can spin it around, but there's also an option there to turn floating head position off or on. Now if you've got the floating head position on, you can't move the actual head, you can't spin it around. So just have that off and then you're good to go. And what you need to do with this is obviously move it into position like that. We'll raise it up a little like that, and we'll come over and then we'll open the jaws up. No, it's going wrong already. Right, lower it down like that. So open the jaws up, then we'll close them up. No, other way. There we are, like that. So I'm going to lift the whole thing up like that. Alright, I'm not sure if I've got this in the right position, but alright, we'll lower it down. We'll then tab into that one, and we'll back underneath it. We should get the option. Come on, when you're ready. And I haven't got it in the right position, have I? That sounds about right. Let's lower it down. Let's move back. Oh, this worked so well when I tried it earlier on. Right, let's back up like that. Am I going to get it now? There we are. So you've got to lift it up and then back your truck underneath it. Once you get that option, jobs are good. And obviously tab out, and then we'll open those jaws up like that. Move out of the way. Jobs are good. Now obviously you got to make sure you're on the right one, because if you're on extra functions too, you then get some obviously different functions. And you also get the option there to move that bit backwards forwards. Fair enough. And then if you go back to the actual crane itself, you then got the option there, change cabin leveling mode, automatic at the minute. You put that on manual and you go into crane options 2 or extra functions, you then get another version of that. Move the crane up and down like that. Right, entirely up to you. If you don't want that on, obviously turn it off, because, just have it as auto. Now, obviously, for the actual harvester head itself, just come over just like we did with the actual log grab. Lower that down. You should get the option to connect once you've got it in the right position. There you are. So then all the standard functions of a tree harvester are good to go. Now with the other one, obviously you've got the same functions as before. Now you need to make sure that you're on the back option there, the actual clam grab, whatever you want to call it, because then you've got LB and right stick left and right, opens them up like that, put your logs in, clamp it down, jobs are good. And you can also spin it around like that, right, RB and right stick left and right. Get in position, so if you've got your log coming in sort of like just to the right there, you open it up like that, so you load it in, clamp it down, and then RB and right stick, spin the base bit around like that, so it's all nice and straight, and then away you go. I like this. It's a little bit different. Obviously with the DLC that's coming up, forestry is going to be a main thing. These could fit in there nicely. Yeah, very nice. Right, so only the one mod for today, but that's a good mod, mind you, I must admit. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.